Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Ageless Elegance. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're talking about something that can absolutely transform your entire look into your hair. I was having coffee with my friend Margaret last week, and she told me she'd just gotten a haircut that made her feel like a whole new woman. She said people kept asking if she'd lost weight or gotten a facial, but nope, it was all about the haircut. And that got me thinking. The right hairstyle can take years off your appearance, boost your confidence, and make you feel absolutely fabulous. But here's the thing, not all haircuts are created equal, especially for us women over 60. Some styles can actually add years to our appearance or make us look tired, while others, they're like a magic eraser for the hands of time. So today, I'm sharing 3 incredible haircuts that will make you look at least 10 years younger, and 3 styles you might want to think twice about. Whether you have thick hair, thin hair, straight or curly, I've got you covered. Before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to our community. Ageless Elegance is all about celebrating beauty at every age and helping you feel confident and stunning in your own skin. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our style tips and empowering content. Alright, let's talk about hair. The 3 haircuts to avoid. Now, I like to start with what not to do, because knowledge is power, right? Let's talk about 3 haircuts that might not be doing you any favors. Haircut to avoid number 1. The super long one-length hair. Ladies, I know some of you have been growing your hair for years, and I completely respect that. But here's the truth. Super long, all one-length hair past your shoulders can actually weigh you down, both literally and visually. After 60, our hair naturally changes. It can become finer, lose some of its volume, and the ends might look a bit sparse. When you have very long hair with no layers or dimension, it can make thinning more obvious and can actually drag your features downward, making you look more tired. Plus, and this is important, very long hair can create too much contrast with mature skin, making fine lines more noticeable. It can also look dated, giving off a vibe that you're stuck in a different decade. The solution? If you love longer hair, keep it. Just add some layers, maybe bring it to collarbone or shoulder length, and add movement. Trust me, it makes all the difference. Haircut to avoid number 2. The ultra-severe blunt bob. Now don't get me wrong, bobs can be absolutely gorgeous. But I'm talking about the very blunt, harsh, one-length bob that sits right at the jawline with no softness or texturing. This style can be too harsh and angular for mature faces. As we age, our faces naturally lose some volume, especially in the cheeks and around the jawline. A super blunt bob can emphasize these changes and make your face look more severe or gaunt. The straight across line also draws the eye horizontally, which can make your face appear wider and can accentuate jowls if you have them. What works better? A textured bob with soft, piecewise ends, or a slightly angled bob that's a bit longer in front. These variations soften your features and add a youthful, modern touch. Haircut to avoid number 3. The overly short pixie. Here's where I might ruffle some feathers, but hear me out. Super short pixie cuts, I'm talking about clippered sides and back, can be tricky after 60. While some women absolutely rock a pixie, going too short can actually expose areas we might prefer to downplay, like the neck and jawline. It can also make your head look smaller in proportion to your body, which isn't always flattering. The really short pixie also requires a very specific face shape to work well, typically oval or heart-shaped with strong, defined features. If that's not you, it might emphasize features in ways you don't love. And let's be practical. A super short cut requires maintenance every 4 to 6 weeks, which is a commitment and an expense. But again, if you love your pixie, keep it. Just consider keeping a bit more length on top for softness and movement. And ask your stylist for longer side pieces that frame your face. Now, before we get to the good stuff, the 3 amazing haircuts that will make you look younger, I'd love to hear from you. What's your current hairstyle? Are you rocking a bob, loving your layers, or thinking about a big change? Drop a comment below and let's chat. I read every single comment, and I love connecting with you all. And if you're enjoying this video so far, give it a thumbs up. It helps other fabulous women over 60 find this content too. Alright, let's talk about those youth-boosting haircuts. The 3 haircuts that make you look younger. Youth-boosting haircut number 1. The layered lob long bob. Oh ladies, this is the queen of flattering haircuts. The lob, that's a long bob sitting somewhere between your chin and shoulders, with plenty of layers, is pure magic. Here's why it works. The length is incredibly versatile and flattering for almost every face shape. It's long enough to be feminine and soft, but short enough to look fresh and modern. The layers are the secret sauce. They add volume where we need it most at the crown and around the face. They create movement that catches the light beautifully and makes your hair look thicker and healthier. The lob also draws attention to your best features. It frames your face, highlights your cheekbones, and softens your jawline. Plus, it's low maintenance compared to longer styles, and you can wear it straight, wavy, or with a little curl. Pro tip: ask your stylist for face framing layers that start around your cheekbones. These create a lifting effect that's incredibly youthful. And consider adding some subtle highlights or lowlights for dimension. This adds depth and makes the style really pop. Youth boosting haircut number 2, the textured shag. Now I know what you might be thinking. Isn't a shag from the 70s? Well, yes and no. The modern shag has been completely updated, and it's one of the most youthful, fun styles you can wear at any age. The textured shag typically hits around shoulder length or slightly above, with lots and lots of layers throughout. It has this gorgeous, tousled, lived-in look that's effortlessly chic. Why it's so flattering? The multiple layers create incredible volume and movement. The choppy, piecewise texture makes fine or thinning hair look much fuller. And the casual, undone vibe is youthful without trying too hard. The shag also works beautifully with natural texture. If you have wavy or curly hair, this cut embraces it rather than fighting it. And if you have straight hair, the layers create body and interest. Another bonus? The shag is very forgiving as it grows out. You won't have that awkward, "I need a haircut now" phase because the style is meant to look a bit undone. Styling tip: use a texturizing spray or sea salt spray, scrunch it through your hair, and let it air dry or use a diffuser. Embrace the imperfection, that's where the magic happens. Youth boosting haircut number 3, the soft layered pixie. Remember how I said to avoid the super short pixie? Well, here's the pixie you should consider: the soft, textured version with length on top and around the face. This style typically has 2 to 3 inches of length on top, with shorter, but not clippered, sides and back, and longer, wispy pieces around the face and ears. Why it's transformative? This pixie lifts your features upward, creating a very youthful effect. The longer pieces on top add height, which elongates your face and draws the eye up. The soft, textured ends are forgiving and feminine, not severe. This style also showcases your facial features in the most flattering way. Your eyes, cheekbones, and smile become the focal points. And there's something undeniably confident and modern about a well-cut pixie that says, "I know who I am and I'm fabulous." The soft pixie works especially well if you have fine hair because it looks fuller with less length, and it's incredibly easy to style. A little pomade or texture cream, some finger styling, and you're done in minutes. Bonus tip: if you're nervous about going short, try the pixie with longer side pieces first. They frame your face beautifully and give you something to tuck behind your ears, which always looks elegant. General styling tips. Now, no matter which of these flattering styles you choose, I want to share a few universal tips that will keep your hair looking youthful and vibrant. First, consider your hair color. As we age, our skin tone changes, and so should our hair color. Harsh, solid colors, whether too dark or too light, can be aging. Instead, opt for dimensional color with highlights and lowlights that blend naturally. Soft, warm tones tend to be more flattering than cool, ashy colors. And if you're embracing your gray, that's beautiful. Just make sure you're using purple shampoo to keep it bright and luminous, not dull or yellow. Second, volume is your friend. One of the biggest signs of aging hair is flatness, especially at the roots. Use volumizing products, blow dry with your head upside down, or try a root lifting spray. Even just changing your part occasionally can create lift and fullness. Third, keep your hair healthy. Shiny, healthy hair always looks younger than dry, damaged hair. Use a good moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. Get regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks, and consider a deep conditioning treatment once a week. Healthy hair catches the light beautifully and has natural movement. Fourth, don't be afraid of bangs. Soft, wispy bangs or sideswept fringe can be incredibly flattering. They hide forehead lines, draw attention to your eyes, and add a youthful touch. Just avoid thick, blunt bangs. Go for something soft and face framing instead. Ladies, I hope this video has given you some inspiration, and maybe even the courage to try something new. Remember, the best haircut is one that makes you feel confident and beautiful. These are guidelines, not rules. If you love your current style and it makes you feel amazing, then that's the perfect haircut for you. The most important thing isn't the specific cut, it's how you wear it. Confidence, a smile, and owning your look will always make you look and feel younger than any haircut ever could. I encourage you to take this information to your stylist. Show them pictures of styles you love. Talk about your lifestyle and how much time you want to spend on your hair, and work together to find the perfect cut for you. And remember, hair grows. If you try something and don't love it, it's not permanent. Life is too short not to experiment and have a little fun. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might be thinking about a hair change. Subscribe to Ageless Elegance if you haven't already, because we're building a community of strong, beautiful, confident women who believe that age is just a number. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 3 flattering haircuts appeals to you most? Or tell me about a haircut that made you feel absolutely amazing. I love hearing your stories. Until next time, remember, you are beautiful, you are elegant, and you are ageless. I'll see you in the next video.